start the corn for YouTube. So I've met my first little challenge of this. I was talking before. Never seen before that Cold Carnage had someone who had a hard time and they're in his chat. And he was like shaming them away because they'd bring other people down. Never having more first iteration of that Thomas went through a hard time. But is that going to bring everyone else down? But then again, should we like, it's not like we should like shame her or him or anything for that, or like silence him. At least I don't think so. What do you think about that Sangi? Like, Tom's going through some heavy shit right now. But it might, like, he's also been very hostile about it and it might depress people. But at the same time, I don't blame him for that because of course it's going to be hostile and I don't like constantly forcing people to like have to conform to society when you go through really bad times. So what do you think about that? What do you think is the best solution, if any solution? I think the only one I can think of really is just, how did I get here? It's just pure freedom, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not causing you too much sadness, Sangi. And you, Magwin, you're here as well, so I can ask you that as well, Magwin. What do you think about this situation? It's an interesting philosophical discussion. That's fair enough. I used to do that. I kind of do that sometimes I don't. It depends on what. If the dish, if I'm starting my new cycle, right, and the dishes, I might actually delay my cycle by 3 days if this happens. If what I've made like has no like leftover refuse, like beans or something on the plate or something, and I can just swipe the dish and the other stuff, then I just won't bother. I'll just do that quickly and put it all away. And I also actually always do clean the cleaning utensils because I don't really put them in the dishwasher. But if it's got like a bunch of stuff left over on the plate, then I'll usually just leave it, and then when I get to like the third day, I'll usually just like put a bunch of it in like the toilet pan or the bin, and then just do like the kind of dishwasher on. It's kind of easy and clean. I don't really need to clean it at that point. Very time saving, I suppose, and efficient, I think. Half Fiend, Guardian, Minotaur. Both the combat music on. Also good to see you, Magwin. I'm really feeling playing Planescape Torment. I think this Torment's really cool, but I'm waiting to finish one of these games first. I also need to remind myself what I'm playing. Maybe I should put that in my... I'm going to put that in my journals. Oh, hang on. What games to play. I keep forgetting what games I'm playing. One sec. God damn it. It didn't work. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. We can do a joke there, but I can't do it. I don't know if I can do it. You have one more try, one sec. Let's see if this works. Okay. Right, this is my, sorry. This is my, like, schedule, by the way. Yep. Right, so let's do this, my bad. Okay, Sangi, kick their ass, dude. You big monster, you. Uh-oh. There's a guy here. You aren't catching the move either. One undead, really? Oh no, we never got a lot of them. Tower defense? Oh, the tavern defense. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I like that type of stuff. I thought it was like a cool concept for like surviving in the tavern. I like the roleplay idea of it. Play on turn-based, Magvin, or you're playing on action roleplay or whatever. You should probably enjoy Erebeth being there. She's not AFK, she's defending the base, and she's doing that because if she doesn't, oh, Pixie's here. If she doesn't, they'll like... Hang on. Really? They can attack the tavern, by the way, and damage it, and like, you lose stuff from your army. And other things. So she's defending the tavern, basically, while you, they're trying to destroy the tavern during the net. I think it's like an end game as well if you lose it. Right, Magvin, let's see if you can one-shot this guy. Come on! Boom! You did it! One shot! Your first one shot! Nice! Nice, dude! Sweet! That was cool. Very cool, Magvin. Very cool. Phantasmal killer, motherfucker.
Go.
I wish I could see my main character a bit more. I always feel like I'm fading in the background. Oh, look at you. Oh, I thought he was flying there, the big guy. These griffins seem to hit really hard. Harder than the manticore, but the manticore has more attacks and like range and shit. Next one, that was sweet. Actually, I've played it before with this build. You get a character called Nenio that I got last time. It can actually happen fairly often. You've just been very unlucky. But then again, Nenio was kind of built for it. Now you have a proper build, like at least to make your spells work. So they should work a lot more often now. Right, me and you are on this one, Eva. Dragon and Dragon versus this big guy. Oh, there's another one over here. I love Pixie's thing, honestly. It's just so fucking sweet. This kit, who just teleports around, you just keep doing it every turn as well. You know what, let's see if you can do it again, Magvin. Right. Unlucky. It rolled a 20, the lucky shit. You lucky bastard. Nice. I have that mask on, don't I? I do, okay, cool. Yeah, my character looks really fucking cool now. I looked cool before, but I look really cool now. Probably should attack that guy, so we're gonna try another Phantasmal on that one. We'll save the next Phantasmal for the next fight. I think we got this just fine. These guys are strong, but man, the summons in this game are so gypped, by the way. They just like cannot do fucking anything. They have normal weapons, so even if they hit, they do zero damage because of their damage reduction. I probably should have aimed out there so I can hit that as well. I'm gonna get boost Pixie's chance to hit, honestly. Oh shit. There we go. I think I'll give little Evu the next coup de grace, see if she can coup de grace. Good one, Magvin. And that was very unlucky of all your attacks there, but good one, Sangi, you got him in the end. God damn it, guys, don't go it. Oh, I wish you could. I wonder if you can dismiss his undead. What do you mean we have to wait? If we're going to run over that thing now. Ouch. Oof. Oof. Crit for 102 damage, Jesus. Well, sorry my little darling. Why does Pixie have such slow movement speed? Is he over encumbered again? Oh, he's exhausted, no wonder. Oh, exhaustion is such a pain in the ass. I think luckily I'm only... Oh wait, I'm exhausted as well. I can still move so far when I'm exhausted. It's the travel time that made us exhausted, so we done that fight while exhausted. I was kind of wondering why we weren't hitting as much as we should have been. Wait, can you just miss these? Guess not. Yeah, basically. Well, what ones do you consider mutants and what one do you consider not mutants? And for what reasons? That'd be an interesting thing to talk about. Yeah. Damn it. No, I'll just save my magic actually. Yeah. Depends if you consider that a mutant. A hag is just kind of another race. Also, depends on when you consider a tiefling a mutant, because it's tiefling. But yeah, I am, because I have like did alchemy on myself to change my genetics. You're shifter, and then yeah, Ulbrig. If you count thingy though, hag stuff, I suppose it is a mutation perhaps. No, I can't word fighting this thing actually. Hopefully you can just sleep this so we can finish it quickly. There we go, good. Early, oh wait, I wanted to give... Oh wait, I can't anyway. I said I wanted to give Evu the next kill, the next coup de grace at least, to hear whatever noise she made when she did the coup de grace, but she's dead, I forgot. Sorry my darling. Luckily she's tied to me as my little familiar, so we don't need to resurrect her, she'll just come back eventually. She is technically a dragon, but also a celestial, so she's like a higher being, and we'll just go back to Elysium when she dies and can come back to us. I would say we need to rest, but you always need to rest when you travel in this fucking game, and it's just
Miss me already.
So I am going to just restoration as well. Dude, Darren can't even move, he's so fucked. I'm not going to use it on Ulbrig because I want to get rid of Ulbrig. We've done his quest. I don't know if we need to do more of it, I wonder. Companion quest is... Where do I talk to? Can I talk to him here, I wonder? Hang on. It's probably in town. Yeah, in town.
Rules are made to be broken.
Tell you what, we've probably got one more space left. I don't think I can use two. I think I just need Darren. Darren's just too useful. We need to we either need, oh wait, Luna did say she'd be an Oracle, so if she's an Oracle exactly like Darren, more or less, I'm happy. As long as she's got Restoration and Lesser Restoration and fucking Breath of Life, that's all I really need. And one for Magvin, also such a it also costs money by the way, it costs us diamond dust, so yeah, luckily we have a lot of diamond dust, but it's going to eventually run out. Yeah, it costs 2 diamond dust to do this each time. And you can't rest too much because the armies start moving and closing in on you, so and a bunch of other crazy shit happens, so you can't afford to waste time really. I think I would just pick these up. Killing who? Let me read what you guys are saying. Obreg, Highmore. Anti-Ethel. Yeah, D&D 5e characters are way weaker than like the old editions and Pathfinder characters. Like, monumentally weaker, so... Honestly, saying you'd bust as one Journica, the hag we fought, would probably be better. She was actually way stronger than Anti-Ethel would ever be, but you just got a lucky save on her and she fucking died with the coup de grace. We were just really strong though. You know who you want to say, and maybe I shouldn't actually spoil it because it's in Planescape Torment. You want to say, you bust us a Ravel. Ravel is a really, really powerful hag. Oh yeah, the scalp hair as well. Yeah, I used that in myself. I used it for Constitution in Baldur's Gate. I'm soon going to Celadel. Oh. You're going to seal a deal for a holiday? Well, good for you, Tom. Tom, where are you going? Yeah, I took the hag scalp stuff because I wanted the stat boost. EXP is all fine and good, but you kind of cap out early if you really want to. Whereas a permanent stat boost is a rare thing. What? Ugh. Is it because Ulbrich was exhausted as well? Is it? Ugh. Is that not? Ugh, whatever. Is what the fuck dying up there? Oh, right there we go. God damn it. I'm not resting yet. It's freaking cringe. Right, Wait, hang on. Book manager. Yep, sure. We will now get... Well, actually, we don't have another person yet. It's probably going to be ZZ we get, but for now we'll get Regil. There you are, my big man. Yeah, see, I didn't spend time changing the group there, then the army got closer. Should I just rest here? I think I'll just rest here, in fact. Good, we can now make a slow fireball again. Who can help me with this? Can help me with this? Sange, I think. We got some godlike alchemy and stuff. Wait. Oh shit, it's Knowledge World to make... Oh, damn it. We got rid of your Knowledge World for you to make potions of... Hang on. Guess we do need the Knowledge World on you. You will lose 1,000 gold. Respec. Took away your Knowledge World. I thought it was Knowledge Arcana for potions. Let's just save us going away back to frickin' town to respect you. Yeah, I wanted Arcana for something, but I can't remember what I actually wanted to give you Arcana for. Wait, I'll check it later. We do need our lore nature. Much, I think Zangi already has that or something. We'll dump Thievery because Pixie is our thief now, so 11 points out, 11 points here. Here we are, proper alchemy again. You and Sangi can make some potions together. In fact, no, I will take Sangi to help me make some scrolls. And again, potions does seem like a Sangi thing because he's like it's like nature. He's like a nature guy, kind of like a horror skinwalker nature out in the world creature. And scrolls are kind of like an intellectual city art. Whereas, I mean, I suppose you could get scrolls off of like human skin and you make like paper from trees. But you know what? We'll say that Sangi is helping me. Like he's like going to scrape off some like trees nearby first, to like kind of make and refine paper, and I'm refining it with magic to make the paper. And yes, Regio will help you with alchemy. I know you'd love to do something with Regio, Sangi, but that's all we can do right now because only Magvin can make potions and only I can make scrolls. Right. Nah, sucks kinda. Really not have enough for. I wish we had. Really not have any shiny chitin. Sucks. Well, I guess we'll make a mage armor potion. And I guess we'll make a scroll of fireball. Oh wait, we're really out of stuff? I thought that we could do it. Oh, whatever. You know, I'm not going to use any supplies in case I use the same thing. I'm just going to not make nothing right now. Right, sad thing is our rest dialogue doesn't, the mod doesn't include everybody else, so we can't get all the rest dialogue because we'll never be, like, we're always going to have a party of other people that are like not, you know what I mean. I'll do that in a minute. Where are you going to, Tom Tom? One moment. Iced coffee sounds fucking... Oh my god, that sounds lovely, Magvin. That sounds delicious. I really like iced tea. I would wish I could make iced tea, but it doesn't really taste the same as the store. I just feel like I actually just want to buy some iced tea right now because you've said that. I'm gonna keep playing a bit, but I think in 2 hours I'll go and buy some iced tea as well as some other stuff. Where are you going on holiday, Tom Tom? With your family?
As you approach, the commotion at the top of the ridge dies down for a moment before soaring to new heights. That's her. Yes. Look at the butterflies.
Hello. There's a dragon here too, you know. I'm way more interesting than a butterfly. And it was me who asked Terra to come here, anyway. Who's a good little dragon? Aview's a good little dragon.
Suddenly, Erua Shaylee stops and steps behind you. She looks rather embarrassed.
I know who they are. But, what if I'm a demon, and...
You see your old friends, the 3 Deesnan adepts from Kenabras, standing at the head of the crowd.
Terra. Finally. We rushed here as soon as we heard what happened in Drazen. We brought friends, too. Except we've only just met some of them.
Allow me to introduce them. Matra Solidevara, the illustrious exiled alchemist. Those formidable warriors there are halflings from the temple of Chaldira Zuzaristan, the goddess of battle and recklessness. This is the famous street artist Maestro Aventurin, a pseudonym, of course. Rare is the administrative building in Avistan that has escaped his brush. And here in front we have our mounted gnomish contingent, the cavalry sculptors. We have all come here to help you fight the forces of the abyss.
Nice, bro.
Prejudice, that's why.
The disheveled woman shakes her head in disdain. Her clothes look as though they've been singed a dozen times over and dragged through various paints at least a dozen times more.
For some reason, people are suspicious of alchemists who worship Kaiden Kalian.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame them. Well, actually, Bravery and Freedom sounds fine, but alcohol. Yeah, the test of the Starstone.
They also consider my experiments dangerous. Which is utterly preposterous, for one. Science comes at a price, after all. And besides, it wasn't I who caused that explosion back in Absalom and raised half a block. I mean, I wasn't even there. Still, now that I'm surrounded by open-minded people, I'll be able to unleash my talents and show those demons that bombs can protect us as well as any prayers.
Okay. I feel like you're bullshitting, dude.
A belligerent-looking halfling salutes you with
Blow
his sword.
people up. I use bombs, by the
Chaldira is
way.
the goddess of mischief, battle, and luck, and a close friend of Desna the Moon Mother. Chaldira's not the goddess of strategic planning, put it that way. As her worshippers, we charge headlong into battle, leading others into the fray, and we despise evil in all its forms. My friends and I have long wanted to support the Crusades, but this is the first time we've seen a leader we're willing to follow.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good, but I'm also pretty evil. Pretty fucking evil. And I'm kind of believe in discipline as well, so... I mean, I also believe in what you guys believe in, but I'm kind of a all-rounder, you know?
Of course not.
Aranka replies, clearly speaking for everyone.
We didn't come here to march around in neat little rows like all the Crusaders who've come before us. We're here to answer the call of our hearts, and we're going to help you in every way we can. We will all do something for our cause. But we are free spirits, we take orders from no one, and we certainly do not join in other people's war games.
Army discipline and the grey walls of Drazan do not stir our hearts, Terra. Yet I know that you are the wind of change we've been waiting for. In Kenabras, I witnessed your kindness, bravery, and tenacity. I'll follow you straight into hellfire. All of us will, but we will each tread our own path.
That's fair enough though, but like what if I have a kind of crazy plan and you guys don't know about it and you end up fucking it up? Like I was going to do that Vescavor shit, but the Queen stopped me. But what if I done it? And you're like, we'll go help this cavalry scout out, blah 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 blah. We'll go help them. We're like, we have good stuff, guys. And then it was actually a suicide squad, and then they all get killed. You know what I mean? Or they fuck up the plan or something. But I mean,
I know what you need to do. Knight them.
Avu whispers loudly. She continues, a little embarrassed, as Aranka and the others look at her in surprise.
I mean, I've been told many stories about Gularian, and that's what always happens in them. Terra is the knight commander, right? That means she can knight you all. Ordinary knights are a bit boring, but I know Terra will make your oath really exciting.
I mean, oath is like discipline, and if I give them an oath, I would expect them to keep. I would expect them to keep it. One of my core values, even in real life, is keeping my word, and I really don't like people who don't keep their word. So, if I give them a serious oath and they kind of goof around and break it, I'll probably kill them. Like, not joking around. So, yep. I don't know about that one. I'm like extremely forgiving on like just about everything, but that's kind of where I draw the line. It's not even really rather be that angry. Maybe I would be a bit, but it's more about this. Just like discipline, I suppose, and integrity and your own commitments. You know, your own honor, but just keep to it. I know. Why don't people worship alchemists that trust the god of alcoholics? By the way, I use bombs, and I didn't blow up the neighborhood. I don't know. I use non-magic missile. I don't know the meme, I'm afraid. Why don't you link me it? I don't really blame the Queen going against me, and like what I was kind of suggesting was kind of pretty dastardly. Then again, I didn't really want to send in a suicide squad. I don't know why we could have just sent in the squad and then have put like a timer on the things to explode, and the squad could have just survived as well. But I wasn't really trying to send in a suicide squad. I was planning, but it didn't seem to give me, the game didn't seem to think of that, so I probably wouldn't have done it anyway. But I was looking for the option. But
I like the sound of that. We'll be the Free Crusaders. What do you think, Terra? Just make up an oath for us so we can be knighted. And then we'll start our campaign against the demons, and they will tremble before us.
alright, I'll do this. Better work, so I've got high. I only need to roll a 5. Good job. I think I would say exactly like this. I've said stuff like this in real life. I think I would say exactly like this, except I would not add the triumph of light over darkness. I would probably say the balance of darkness and light. But besides that, I'd pretty much say something just like this.
Avu whispers loudly in your ear.
You should have added something at the end, like cookies for everyone. Except we probably don't have any cookies. Well, I can fly off quick and bring some back.
Sure, we can make some, honestly. It's just flour and chocolate. Damn.
Oh wow. What was that? Where did it come from? I'll bet a jar of strawberry jam it came straight from Elysium. I mean, I don't have any strawberry jam, but still. The big, grown-up dragons in my family can transform their environment like this, but how did you do it?
Pretty damn cool.
Thol the wallflower scratches the bridge of his nose, clearly anxious. We've seen something like this happen before. Terra, it was back in Kenabras, in the temple where we all gathered together. A glowing aura enveloped you, and we heard music that wasn't actually there. Just the same as this time. A wondrous power dwells within you, and it's growing.
We'll set up camp here. Our learned friends will observe this Garden of Elysium and study it. The artists among us will start working on their art. I'll help the Chalderan halflings prepare to launch raids against the demons. The cavalry sculptors. I have no idea what they'll do, but I hope they'll keep themselves busy somehow. Drop by in a couple of weeks, will you? We'll have settled in by then and we may even have something else to show you. But it's a secret for now. You forgot the most important part. Honestly, what would you all do without a smart little dragon like me around? As ATARs have courts. The Court of Silent Laughter, for example, or the Court of the Flaming Storm. They always have such pretty names. People come to the courts freely and then stay because they like it there and have some affinity with it. That's why Terra has to give this place a name. It's her court, after all.
Do you think a dragon's dream or the stare of destiny? It's not a circus. Give me a break. Or I mean, kind of eating chili heatwave Doritos. Oh, someone's talking to me, I think. Oh wait, it's you, Magvin. Alright, I'm a gun wizard. Good one, dude. That does seem appropriate. That's the button, by the way, I pressed to open, put my chat up and down. Ugh, no, not Mutants Mansion, you kidding me? It's not divine enough. The Stare of Destiny or A Dragon's Dream. All joking aside, there has to be something high and divine. A mansion's too one place. Too mundane, too human. A dream could encompass the whole universe. Teenage Mutant Ninja Dragons. Ninja Mutants, actually. You can actually do Teenage Mutant Ninja Mutants again. And Mutant again. Right, Rejo, good to see you again for now. Oops. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. Maestro Adventure. Thal. It's kind of a strange name. It's almost just like Thrall. I wonder actually if Thrall from World of Warcraft, his name is meant to mean like a Thrall, like someone who's a slave, and that's why he was called that. He's a Thrall, or if it's just a coincidence, because the orcs all just might be slaves basically. Let's try the Maestro Aventure again. Yeah, not saying it in here. Yeah. Well, let's have a little rest here. I know I already had one, but it looks pretty special. Okay, never mind, maybe it isn't. Yep, well, I don't think any time is passing doing that, so thank God. Thank God for that.
Yes.
I got all these ponies and horses because I'm a horse girl. This seems to be the horse girl mythic pet. Rather have cats to be honest, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Right, that seems like everything. We've rested here, maybe we can talk to them again. Yeah, Jal was the best war chief. The only war chief in my opinion. Well, we already done it. Let's get the hell out of here. Wait 2 weeks and visit the court. Okay, we'll come back in 2 weeks. We can just rest for 2 weeks or fucking... Like... We'll just lose a lot of shit, basically. I got a feeling the dragon's gonna be stronger than those trees. So let's talk to some people in Dresden. Go and do those trees, then we'll fight the dragon. Or go look for it at least. And again, it is a way out here. Am I supposed to go that way? I'm not really even sure how I get that way, to be honest. I'm also going to need to very seriously start buffing up my army a bit. I'll read these out as well because, in fact, I can't remember doing that. I just don't need to read them. Fucking costs money though. Finance point income increased 200. Wow. Forever? Jesus, that's insane. That's so temporary, honestly. 200 finance points just endlessly is fucking massive. Jesus, that is really big. I think we should do that. What do you guys think? That seems just freaking absolutely nuts. Now let's party then, Tom. Really get shit-faced, my dude. Do what you gotta do. Are you enjoying being drunk? Try and enjoy yourself, dude. What are you drinking? God, mummy. I mean, I do like Savannah. I think she's an interesting character, and she probably did do like great power moves for the Horde. I don't know if that was just such an original, solid war chief. I didn't really like any other ones except him. In fact, if it really was going to be anyone else, it probably should have been Sylvanas. Vol'jin just seemed like kind of meh, milquetoast, wishy-washy, wasn't really that important. Grommash was just a fucking idiot. Or rather, is it Grommash? I think it's Grommash. Sylvanas, it was like, I don't know, I feel like she was a pretty powerful, solid ruler, and she could have been better. I think they just made her evil and like forced her to be evil for the sake of like story, I guess. They needed a new villain. She kind of was always a bit evil. All the undead are, because they're like corrupted by undeath and have no emotions and are kind of monstrosities and monsters, like dead cold hearts. But they seem to fight against it, and she always did seem to fight against it. But I guess her agony got the best of her. Like I said, I just forget the rest of the war happened. Yeah, sad. We're talking about WOTR Warcraft, Tom. I get the feeling Tom's like a very normal, like milquetoast dude, because I don't know, like when people are like from very foreign countries, they seem just not of like understand all this new crazy like modern day culture, you know, and I've not been infected by it. Ah, you know, Tom Tom, there's actually a character in this game that's good at archery and stuff only when they're drunk, and it's called, I believe, a Drunken Master. It's a new archetype, I'll show you in a minute, hang on. So we'll do this. This is the best choice in my opinion. I wouldn't really renovate the city anyway. It's just fucking. I mean, I think I actually would have normally renovated the city. I mean, plus 200 fence points forever. What the fuck? That's just insane. That's just insane. I just cannot. I cannot roleplay that one. Like, what I would have done is in real life I would have done renovations so the quartermasters can operate the city better. But I actually feel that would have actually increased the finance, like trade and stuff, and like delivering things. I feel like that would actually have increased money gain. That's really what should have increased money gain in the long run, not the fucking not spending money. Because not spending money just saves you a bit of money in the short term, but it's not going to keep giving you money endlessly, but I guess this does, so what are you going to do? Very strange indeed. I'll show you in one moment, Tom, hang on. Sure, let's do it. I mean, we need to actually do something with the energy, hang on. Okay, I need to do the other thing first, that costs 100 energy points. Yeah, this increases energy point income permanently, and it's... I mean, yeah, it's just what we need to get. It's just better. I'll do it sooner rather than later so we can get even more. Stefanius the Rotten Ring will have to wait. Anyway, check this, Tom. One moment. I should be here if the DLC has worked. I probably better do this in Pixie because it's more. In fact, actually, is it a roll one? Right, check this, Tom. If we can see it. Hang on. For God's sake, where is it? Right, check this. Monk, is it here? Yeah, Drunken Master, see, Tom? You can make a Drunken Master Monk. That's the one. When they get drunk, they add like serious bonuses to their like AC and to attack and their resilience stuff. So you can actually get unbelievably strong. I mean, like really, really, really strong, like ridiculously impossibly strong. It's actually probably, in my opinion, one of, if not the strongest martial class in like Pathfinder. Drunken Master. Actually, being a dwarf would probably make the class worse because when you get drunk, you can't like withstand the drunkenness. You actually need to get drunk quicker. But it would suit a dwarf though. So I'm just eating some things. What are we doing? Yeah, whatever I said actually. Right, let's first do this shit. First of all, right, oh, you could do some of these as well, I guess. Never mind. Let's... Where is it? What's the fucking thing? Where do I want to go again? Oh yeah, here I am. I keep forgetting where all those things are. Right, let's go to our command tent or whatever.
Commander,
Anivia greets you with a slight nod.
I have some information for you. Though what I found out is
Yeah.
mostly innocent, it
Yeah.
might be a cause for concern.
You would get along with some thing here.
Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such things. Though it's against regulations, we let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble. And that's usually the case.
I wonder if the mic is picking up this voice. Hang on.
But recently, my people have noticed Sozil among them, and the gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on him. As you know, I usually keep my nose out to other people's private affairs. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is. But this time, it's about someone you trust with your life, so maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report, just a tip-off from a friend.
If it is, we'll turn it off when I'm doing that. So Socio playing some cards in the graveyard sounds fun, honestly. Sounds cozy. Kind of like the idea of Socio doing that, maybe it being a bit more interesting than normally is. It really is business, isn't it? I mean, I could do this, but probably make a quest. I think I should probably just do this, perhaps. It's like, it's really not any of my business. But it'll be fun to talk to Socio about it, I suppose. I think I'll just... Let's like end the quest. I'll just do this. That's what I think, honestly. Not my business. I can enjoy playing cards. Not really my thing. What the? What are you doing in here? Nice. You should get a bath for me, thanks. It is a really fucking nice bath, dude.
The air is filled with a spicy, heady fragrance, and steam gently rises from the bathtub. Daeron is perched on the lip of the tub, holding on with both hands for balance while lazily swinging one leg. His face is the picture of innocence. Ah, my dear commander. You are just in time. I took the liberty of looking after your well-being and have prepared everything you need for a relaxing bath. Bathing for pleasure is most therapeutic indeed, and is essential for healing rest and sound sleep.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Herbs from mountain meadows. I know many professionals prefer to add scented oils, rose petals, or foam to a hot bath, but I choose herbs. They are simply superior in every respect. And they inspire thoughts of freedom.
It's going to be 2 or 3, I think. Is that a hot bath? Exactly what I need. Thank you, dude.
Daeron rolls his eyes. You are being too hard on yourself. You don't smell that bad. Not even after days spent traipsing through mud. Anyway. He rises to his feet. It's time for me to go. I shall leave you alone with this vessel of bliss. A rather dreadful turn of phrase, I admit, but what else am I to call a hot bath in the middle of this grim stone fortress?
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Have a nice soak. You deserve it. With a slight bow, Daeron leaves.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. Thanks, dude.
The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander. It is an honor to call this first meeting of the Military Council to order. I am Captain Odan, and I've been serving under your command ever since the assault on the Grey Garrison. I will do my best to be of as much use to you as possible in this role.
It's an Odin, interesting picture he's got going there. Okay, Tom, I'll see you later, okay, bud? Hope you're alright, okay? And you have a good day.
The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander. It is an honor to call this first meeting of the Military Council to order. I am Captain Odan, and I've been serving under your command ever since the assault on the Grey Garrison. I will do my best to be of as much use to you as possible in this role. The foundation of the military is cold calculation and discipline. These are the principles I will seek to impart to the Crusaders. If we are to win this war, we must forget about mercy, for our enemies, for our troops, and for ourselves.
Maybe somewhat true, what Reed was saying. I think life also needs to be worth living. I'm not doing this to destroy myself, basically. I've done that a lot in the past, in real life, so... it will eventually just break you down. I've been like Regil, but you will eventually break, no matter what you think. Or how this character's written.
Well, Commander, your sister Seela is no renowned general, but she's spent half her life tussling with evil. It looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Iomede's faithful here. I hope my advice will prove useful.
Here's the thing, if you don't break, which I guess I technically didn't, you will eventually be so grim and dark and cold and lifeless that you do need that sort of like good, positive, gentle spark to care about the things you're doing, eventually you'll just question why you're even doing this, even for discipline's sake. Like, what is your actual even goal? You begin to believe that like what you're doing is even right, let alone like good. Because you'll see like the kind of harsh truths of everything. And then even your discipline won't carry you through that, or your word, because like you genuinely won't believe, and you're even in your head that what you're doing is correct. You think it's just like one side of another coin. So eventually that mentality does fail you. It's important to have it, but only in a balance with another thing. Because otherwise you just become darkly nihilistic. Also, is Grey Moment to me there, or?
The enemy has us beat on both numbers and strength, nothing unusual in my line of work. To win we'll need cunning and nous, and I have a few tips on that score.
Nous? I've never heard of nous.
Demons aren't the first invaders to come to the lands of Sargeras. I know this country, and I know how people used to fight here in the old days. Listen to me, Warkith, and I'll tell you how to turn the land itself into our ally.
I mean, I'm already doing that.
The first issue on the Military Council's agenda is the reorganization of troops. Our infantry has been bled dry. The forces Her Majesty granted to us were enough to take Drazan, but we need more troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army was assembled in great haste after the assault on Kenabras and was never adequately equipped. Unfortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that a powerful Baylor, Thorumzade, is already preparing a retaliatory strike on Drazan. But we can rely on freshly conscripted Mendevian soldiers. They may not have the skill, but our strength, as always, lies in the number and the fervor of the volunteers joining the Crusades.
We can't throw everyone into the meat grinder, we'll just get our youths killed for nothing. We need to select the best among the recruits, or even better, hold a contest. The bravest and the most capable will join the Crusaders.
I think Seala's right, because you saw it fight with the Giants, right? I mean, we all did good, but if I wasn't there, everyone would be like fucking dead. There's no contest because I'm such a powerful singular combatant. Especially in D&D, you need like some powerful beings, because like math, like this isn't 5e by the way, Maglings. You don't know about like the like in 5e, if you roll a 20, even like a rando can like do some damage to like a greater being, and like it might be some pretty solid damage. And this you just make mathematically can't hurt people. A lot of the time, like greater beings, they just like a million fucking them taking a turn, which never do it into like a Baylor or something. So it's just not like, yeah, we should just be getting garbage basically.
The death count is always highest in the infantry. Its purpose is to serve as a shield. It would be wise to invest our resources in hiring and training heavy footmen with shields to ensure maximum protection, even if it limits their mobility and makes them less threatening to the enemy.
That seems wise.
Greybor frowns. Given that I'm not a soldier, it's difficult for me to advise you on military matters, but have you considered rearming your soldiers? Charging a giant monster when all you have is a sword and a shield is suicide. Give them spears, at least. That'll improve their chances somewhat.
That's also a good idea. Honestly, big shields with spearmen would also be like a good combo.
Never enough folk, same in war as it is in peacetime. We dealt with that problem by finding helpers among the animals, why can't we do the same now? Strengthen the infantry with war dogs. One soldier with a dog at his side is more like 1.5 fighters, maybe even 2.
Let's just do all of this, honestly. I don't know why we can't like do a combo of these things, like get infantrymen at the front with big shields and spears who also have a fucking dog. Like, why not do that? That seems pretty solid. And also, these guys can be the best of Seal's recruits, you know what I mean? That all seems like, why can't we just do all of that at once, you know what I mean? Best guys, but also give them a big shield with a spear and then give them a dog. 1 sec, I'm gonna get another drink. Damn it, I have no iron brew left. Unlucky. I wonder what you guys are saying. Yeah, I guess so. It's ironically actively. It's ironically why he's actually dying though, but I get why he doesn't want to force him out either. All footmen, or what are footmen again? Hang on. I think that's the random guys, which is quite solid. All footmen promoted to champions. What? Right, it seems like footmen. I mean, they get a lot to plus to hit, but they lose 4 AC, and they also fucking lose health. What? I mean, that is a lot more attack. Plus 10 to attack is pretty insane, right? But I mean, what? I don't know why they would get weaker in defense though. All footmen are promoted to shield bearers. Right, so the shield bearers are actually just as strong as the footmen, it seems. I mean, 1d6, like they're like the same damage, and they have like a tiny bit more chance to hit, but they have like an insane amount more health and AC. So it seems basically, well, these are a bot big to attack, and that is good. They're freaking like way squishier, where these are basically the same except way more tanky. I might take that just because they're the same. They're not really losing any defense, in attack rather. Thingies become spearmen. Okay, so these are an upgrade. They have more health, just a tiny bit more, and just a tiny bit more attack, or at least plus to hit. I don't know if that, I mean, there's no damage, but the plus to hit is a good bit more. So these guys more damage, like a good bit more damage, blah blah blah, but also still the same durability more or less, which is good. So the spearman was actually a really good idea, and so was Rejo's idea. Let's give them dogs, and they can be hound masters. Hound masters better AC, a bit more health, but also like a decent plus to hit, but they're nowhere near as good as the shield masters. That's for the ranks in the recruits. So got a load of conscripts, but they're, I mean, conscripts actually seem better than normal footmen. Like a good bit, more AC, good bit more health actually. And like still plus to hit. But the shield bearers are still way better, so it's basically going to be the shield bearers or the spearmen. The spearmen have a good plus to hit, and this might just be very critically necessary. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? I could get these shield bearers. But demons have such good damage reduction and stuff, and spearmen do seem like a better option. You know what? I'll get the shield bearers. We'll do Rejo's idea, and
Regel's expression remains impenetrable. I will monitor the recruiter's work and the preparation of all necessary equipment. Captain Odan salutes you formally. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished and the ranks of our infantry are replenished, I will assemble the military council to discuss new decisions.
My dwarf female command. Hang on. My dwarf female commander can make sure for a turn an enemy doesn't get their damage reduction. So those shield guys should still be able to hurt the enemy.
A sharp-looking kite soon gives you a quick, business-like bow.
Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I am Lady Economy, the official attach of Nerosian. Here are my credentials.
She presents a scroll adorned with Galfrey's seal.
Her Majesty has instructed me to lead your headquarters diplomatic council.
It's Kitsune. I thought it was a little hood she had up, but it's a little Kitsune person.
Honestly, I was surprised when Lady Economy asked me to join this council. But I will do my best to fill the shoes of a trained diplomat. Yeah, strange, I got invited to the council too. I'm sure foreign ambassadors will be thrilled to see my face and my manners. Lady Economy, you haven't mistaken me for some other Crusader Lan, have you? Woljif is positively swelling with pride. Now this is the place to apply my talents. You know me, Chief, I have a way with words. If a fellow once managed to smooth talk the Golden Hand goons, he can talk anybody into anything. I, like many nobles, have been trained in diplomacy, and, in fact, I hold the title of Royal Emissary. It is passed down the Arunday line. I must say that prior to this day, I employed my diplomatic skills solely to undermine Mendev's international reputation. It is time to break that habit. I imagine preventing international scandals will be just as interesting as causing them. Who knows, I might even enjoy it.
But the Arians actually seem to give a shit now. I'm really shocked about that. If anything I think couldn't have happened ever. I fully had in my mind, right, that we could defeat this demonic invasion and win. I thought that was possible. But I never thought it was possible in my head that Darren could actually genuinely give a shit without being forced to through like magic or something.
To solve matters of politics, of course. The Crusade is more than just battles and sieges. It is the largest military project in all of Avistan, funded by the treasuries of more than a dozen major powers. And each one of those powers, in addition to seeking victory over the demons, also pursues its own goals.
Yeah, I was already thinking about it, Sangi. The champions did seem amazing. I was considering getting them. I just didn't like how they were a downgrade defensively, even if it didn't really matter. I feel like they still should have had at least equal to the whatchamacallem, it's just a normal footman. Because technically my footmen are working out for me fine. And those shield bearers actually have more to attack than the footmen, like they have more chance to hit, so they should work just as well, except be like insanely fucking durable, so they should be a good solid like unit, honestly.
The Diplomatic Council will manage this tangle of political interests, and prevent the Crusade from losing the favor of influential benefactors. And while we're at it, ensure that Nerosian remains satisfied with the state of affairs. After all, for the last 100 years, the entirety of Mendevian politics has revolved around the Crusades in some shape or form. That is why the capital has sent me here. To observe, offer suggestions, and keep the diplomatic situation under control. Whatever gave you that idea, Commander? I'm not an overseer, I'm your loyal advisor. I do not intend to meddle in the way you run things, just consult with you in cases where the price of error is too high. Put your trust in me, and we'll get along swimmingly. After all, none of us here want to see Chaliax and Druma at each other's throats, trying to settle their dispute by using their influence on us as political leverage. Am I wrong? And I doubt you would like it if we made enemies in the ranks of Nerosian nobility who would attempt to undermine your war effort. This won't happen as long as you trust my experience. The Royal Council, operating under Her Majesty, is the highest governing body in Mendev, and comprises her most able and trusted servants. It is responsible for day-to-day matters of state. They are the hands and the voice of the Queen. The Council has gathered people from all walks of life, some of them are nobles, but many more are citizens of humble origins who earned their positions through their wit. Many are rich, but a fair number of them are of more humble means. Some are pious and pure of heart like Lord Inquisitor Cassary and Captain Jasper of the Crusader Heralds. Others are more flexible and ambitious. But each of them faithfully serves Mendev's cause. That won't be a problem. In my homeland, Tiumshia, inviting clerics and paladins of Shlin, the Lady of Chrysanthemums, to take part in diplomatic missions is a common practice. They may not be politicians, but they are perceptive, advocate peace, and favor balanced solutions.
Tianjia is like a kind of Asian Chinese city in Galarian.
I'm flattered by the respect that the worshippers of my goddess receive in Lady Konomi's homeland. Sozil bows his head courteously. I won't let you down, Terra, and I'll make every effort to prevent our friends from becoming our enemies.
Why, because of Count Arandeus' influence, naturally. He's a Mendevian aristocrat, the nobility will be inclined to listen to his opinion. And by ensuring the support of the nobles, we'll find ourselves powerful allies.
Daeron sneers back at her. Oh, believe me, Lady Konomi, I will exert all my effort and influence to make this council's job exciting.
We diplomats call this little trick mysterious Garadi Prince. During negotiations, it's always useful to have on your side a representative of some obscure but potentially populous and powerful nation. Without knowing what they are up against and how many mongrels there are, our diplomatic partners will have to contend with this dark horse.
That's really smart, actually.
So Mr. Lan will be our mongrel prince. If we're negotiating with foreign ambassadors and I make this sign,
Lady Konomi crosses her fingers in an intricate gesture.
you immediately start talking about how offensive their proposition is to the mongrel people. Do we have a deal, Mr. Lan?
Okay.
Lan scoffs and glowers at Lady Konomi. I suspected that the word diplomat was synonymous with fraud, but I thought you would be deceiving me, not deceiving others with my help. No, that's not an option. I can represent the mongrels in negotiations, but I'm not going to lie through my teeth.
Fair enough, Lan, I respect it, my dude. Fair enough, dude. I get you, we don't need that nonsense, you're completely correct, honestly.
I can see that this two-Fling possesses a keen mind and the most important trait in politics, a complete lack of conscience. He would make a terrible leader, but he'll prove useful to you as an advisor.
Yeah, so basically because they're our companions that are in the council.
Yeah, I traded my conscience for a cherry roll back when I was a kid. Hey, what do you mean, terrible?
Hey, what do you mean, terrible, Chief?
Lady Konomi lowers her eyes in a show of modesty.
It's unbecoming of a diplomat to talk about themselves at length, but how am I to refuse you? I come from Tiunxia, from the noble Kite Soon.
Like her then? Well, I guess I'll get to know her and see what she's all about. Noble Kitsune.
Like any Kite Soon, I have always been curious to a fault, and my adventures brought me to Avistan. And here, in your lands, I met my first and true love, politics. I've served as a diplomat in the courts of 6 different sovereigns, but working for Her Majesty turned out to be the most interesting of all. Such riveting webs of intrigues and interests are spun around the crusade and the world wound.
See, that's a problem, because I'm really interested in politics in real life, but then again, it gives me an extreme headache and just fills me with agony and despair, but I want to get into it, change the world in a positive way, but, like, with everyone lying in and everyone fucking being willfully ignorant, just being stupid and pig-headed and obstinate, I don't think anyone could really enjoy it unless they just didn't care about the world and enjoyed the actual maneuverable games about it, so that's kind of something I can't really trust, I guess. Again, I guess you can enjoy things you want and you want to make a change, but who would enjoy politics, you know what I mean? And again, this is a different world and people seem to be somewhat more reasonable in this world. Like, sure they have their factions and their hates and all that, but they don't seem to be like pig-headedly ignorant, you know what I mean? Luckily in this world, if someone's pig-headedly ignorant, you don't need to take it, you can just cut them down. That's kind of what happens in this world, so no one's really that pig-headedly, unbelievably, decade-spanning pig-headed or stubborn or ignorant, because you can just kill them. So people kind of watch their words or you get fucking killed. That's the way the world should be, in my opinion.
I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Nerosian is pleased with your progress. Some believe that, to use their words, you are out of control and fancy yourself an independent leader. It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered supply disruptions in the near future. I would suggest quelling their anger. Show the capital you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, you could hold a parade in honor of Her Majesty.
Haha, hello there, Lion. How you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, exactly. I'm always giving quote-unquote base takes. I'm always giving the cool takes, my dude. But yeah, 100%. Good to see you, Lion. What's up? How you been today? How's your day been and what you been up to?
If we need to demonstrate that we're keeping Nerosian in mind, why don't we invite the capital's high priest to Dresden for a religious festival? It'll be appropriate, and the church's support will shield us from the accusations of schemers. Pander to the naysayers. I think not. I propose we hold a parade in your honor, Terra. This is your victory, and if Cousin Galfrey wants to show off in front of the soldiers, she's welcome to capture something of her own.
That's also fair enough. I mean, we're the kind of the ones that did this. It was like 100 years of this shit not happening, and then we did it. And you know what? I think Queen Galfrey, if she really put her mind to this, maybe she couldn't, because, like, I don't know, bullshit fucking, like, story shit or whatever. I don't think mythic power is that strong, to be honest, at least not yet. I think Queen Galfrey, if she really put her mind to this, could really have done this. Like, when we were fighting that Baylor, she was the only one that was hitting it, man. You're like, she could have stormed into that. Like, she could have stormed at least the Grey Garrison herself and just fucked everybody up, in my opinion. So, I mean, isn't she like level 15 or something?
Lamb's eyes flash with anger. Are they out of their mind? We've got a whole Dresden full of soldiers who need medicine, food, and weapons. Until everyone has been taken care of, we can't waste a single coin on pointless celebrations.
Also, she's not only a level 15, which is powerful in itself, but she's a well-built level 15, and she's got like hella gear on, so I mean, and a lot of experience. I also agree completely with Lance Take Care. We'll see whatever the choice effect is, but I agree completely with Like, roleplay wise, I would do what Lan says. We'll see what we actually need.
You were too good. You reclaimed Kenabras, you won the Battle of Drazen, you're a menace to the world wound. Your authority grows, and the influence of the Queen's confidants diminishes. This creates the impression that there's only enough space for you at the top. The members of the Royal Council are afraid that you will muscle them out of the political arena altogether. After all, if you're doing so well, maybe Her Majesty doesn't need them that much. Therefore they might try to discredit you, impede your war effort, reduce the scale of your victories. Make some concessions, and they'll see that you're open to negotiations.
Lady Konami gives you a look of surprise.
Whatever for? Aren't the wishes of the capital obvious enough? Although, very well, let us hear their counsel.
Without a doubt, we should remain loyal to the Queen and respect the hierarchy. But that doesn't mean we have to kowtow to the Royal Council whenever they ask. I think we should neither do their bidding nor seek to quarrel with them. Rather, we should try to take the middle path.
Well, let's see what you're all saying. A nice one, Lion. Do you mean you're playing a tabletop game, or this video game, or one of the video games? Well, we'll see. We'll see how dumb she is. I know it's a lot of people in the world always, especially in video games, people always judge the character that goes against them. And but I understand why some people might go against me, but maybe a good reason. And it's not so bad. So we'll see. We'll see what if she actually does. I'll decide whether I think she's dumb or not. She's not done anything that seemed untowards to me yet, and I think I've agreed with. I think all the things she said has been really reasonable. I think she's been very reasonable. And she's not seemed so bad to me at all, Queen Galfrey. I quite like her. I like her a lot, actually. I'll see from now on how she is, but for so far, she seemed great to me. I know, but Lion said as well was correct. And she did come and risk her life to fight the Baylor, which is actually something that was stronger than her, like way stronger, so, like, I'm not against her, like, someone, like, we consider it a light thing because it's video games we're playing, but think about that in the real, like, she came as a queen to the front lines of a battle and fought a, like, godlike demon, like, right in the vanguard, swinging it with her sword with me, so I'm not going to shit on her for that, you know what I mean? That's some admirable shit, honestly. I'm sure everyone has their positives and negatives, so we'll see how they all are.
The High Priest of Nerosian is a powerful figure, yet he's not a schemer or a politician. By inviting him to the festival, we'll both show that we're not cutting ties with Nerosian and let them know that we have influential friends and are not about to buckle under to the Royal Council.
I'll not talk about any spoilers, so I have seen around just in comments and like Reddit and shit when I'm looking up like builds and stuff that people said people all seem to hate Queen Galfrey, but I'll make my own decision because I don't know, I'm more often think most of the world can be wrong about things. When people play video games, they often get like a kind of power trip, and when someone isn't perfect to them, they end up like raging at them or whatever.
The High Priest, not a schemer. I mean, I haven't met him or anything, but you won't find bigger thieves and swindlers in this world than the church. We'll end up donating half our spoils before we know it. It's better to hobnob with the most crooked clerks than with holier than thous.
That's a very good point, Rachel. We're just talking about.
There's a fine line between taunting and setting boundaries and between showing respect and putting on a collar. Mind you, I'm not suggesting anything treasonous or disrespectful. A parade in honor of the true heroine of Drazen and Kenabras, What could be more natural than that? Besides, a healthy amount of disobedience guarantees that people won't pester you with lectures and nonsense as often. A dozen tutors responsible for my upbringing can attest to that.
I think this is one of the very, I mean, I don't think Darren's always said unwise things, but he's always been a bit just flippant with everything. This is one of the few things he's been talking seriously. And this sounds exactly how like I talk in real life. This is all very true. It's all very free of like political madness. He's just taking it like right back to the core, like saying, forget what people think, forget about like perceptions. At the end of the day, you've done this. There's nothing wrong with saying good job, you. It's not like wrong or somehow bad to feel bad for yourself or something. Like everyone's basically saying, don't you know you should like feel bad for yourself and like build to these people? Is like, and everyone's talking about like it's the most natural thing in the world, but this is like this sane view. This is like the cutting through all the bullshit and just saying, like, dude, you came to here, you've risked your lives, you've helped everybody, and you've like saved a lot of people, and you've like liberated a land that's been here for hundreds of years. What's wrong with saying you're pretty awesome, you know? Everyone's talking like that's insane, but it's not really. I actually didn't think he was taught in the capital either. I probably wouldn't have said that, but yeah.
Provoking the capital would be unwise. We are trying to avoid unpleasant consequences, not expedite them. I'm sure that was merely an extravagant jest on the Count's part.
No, I think Darren's completely right, honestly. I might not do it either way, but... because I don't really need a celebration, but it's not like it's totally within the bounds of reason. But it's one of the most reasonable things that's been said, what Lan said as well.
And what are they going to do about it? We're the ones protecting them from the demons, not the other way around. Having loyalties from the capital is great, but there are more important things, like having the loyalty of our own soldiers. When the demons come, what will we do? Shake our fists and say we've got powerful friends in Nerosian.
This is also 100%, this, again, this is also something I would say. Like I said, roleplay wise I would do what Lan says. This is just all immaterial, honestly. Unless they actually start trying to fucking kill us, like, yeah.
Why, that's true. Who needs to stay friends with those who supply you with provisions, recruits, and weapons? And there's certainly no reason to fear that base jealousy and envy at the sight of your glory might get the better of their common sense. Because that has never happened before.
Same time, our money per week seems to be obviously coming from the other parts of the world, so that also makes sense.
What, we're gonna just start handing out coin to soldiers? Yeah, you know what, if I were a capital bureaucrat, I would have gotten antsy and cut our supplies too. It's an obvious sign that we're buying our troops' loyalty before we throw a coup. I reckon the only thing all those fat-ass bureaucrats care about is us hogging all the glory and loot and leaving them with bupkeys. If we share the wealth, they'll be yelling their brains out about how great we are, cause they'll be lining their pockets with each of our victories. So now we're bribing people so they don't bother us while we're fighting their war. What's next? Paying taxes for every demon we kill.
I 100% get it there, and here is so correct, honestly. Be perfectly honest, right? If they started trying to fuck with us, I think we'd actually turn the army around and just start like taking their capitals and shit. Because they're like, we're basically looking Cthulhu in the face, and they're like, well, fuck you, better pay us as well.
It will be symbolic and affordable. Show them how much you respect and value Her Majesty. Make a courtesy to those who pay for your arrows, swords, and bread. The Royal Council has power. You wouldn't want to turn those patrons into adversaries and test whose influence is greater, yours or theirs. Please them, and they will stop worrying about your loyalty. And you will be able to focus on your war.
Like, we could, that's like we're staring Cthulhu in the face, and then Cthulhu, the big gigantic being, swipes us with a tentacle. We're holding it up, and then one of them comes behind us with like a knife and like hamstrings us, basically.
So let me get this straight, hiding behind our backs and buying their safety from the demon invasion with bread and other people's lives is a new form of charity. Are you sure we shouldn't go to them, drop to our knees, and thank them for allowing us to die in this war.
Yeah, Darren is Queen Galfrey's cousin. It's quite strange because cousins usually seem to really get along. I know I kind of hate all of my family except for my cousins and I guess my mum, kinda. Energy income pretty nice. 20%. Finance point reduced by only for 30 days. Don't really want to. Right, so this is Socio. It's like the High Priest to come and chill with us. This is a good kind of middle ground thing, honestly. Trade in my honor. I really need those material points. They're pretty massive, and I can't really get like done. I can't really be done with like losing them. That's a lot to lose. At least my merc units will be less, but and that would save me the other kind of money, but it's just too much. It's just way too much. This is the one I was going to actually do roleplay wise. Let's see what this does. Ah, fuck! Isn't this just like isn't morale really easy to get? And don't I already have really good morale? What does morale do? And it's going to cost me 2,500. Like Jesus. This one is actually definitely what I want. I mean, I'm still losing the finance points, but the material points are so much more valuable, and that's 20. That's like kind of a good trade, honestly. The bribe. Wait, where is the... Oh wait, here it is. Majesty's Parade, the Royal Parade. Finance point for 30 days is a good positive, honestly. We don't really lose anything with that and we kinda need it. It's not costing any money or anything. It's probably kind of the best one, honestly, the Royal Parade. Material point is pretty huge, but... Ironically, the one I actually like is just like the most useless one. It's just a total fuck you to our own, like ourselves, basically. I'm gonna keep you guys hungry nibbles. Yeah, no wonder, Nook. You're right, Lion. Yeah, exactly. Maybe the Darren's quite far in the line of the throne. Right, you know what? If it's going to repeat, we can like probably just do a bunch of these choices every now and then. RP option is fucking like so good, but just literally like just so fucking useless. So I am just going to go with Woljif's option because material points are like massively worth, and even losing 10% of my income is like, oh, how much is that actually? I'm just gonna do Woljif, fuck it. God damn, I'm so confused here. We need some area points. Right, I will just... We're either doing Woljif or we're just doing a fucking... A parade for her is just such a bitch move. I don't care how good it is. We'll just do Woljif thing saying, we'll grease your damn wheels now, fuck off. This is more self-respect, but also, like, practical. I would do this roleplay-wise, but it shouldn't really be costing us as much. If it gave us, like, more powerful units, I would do this, but morale, I mean, seriously? We got so much morale already, and I'm not actually even sure what it does, so go on, Woljif.
A moment, Commander. I understand that you're used to being the highest authority in all matters, but political decisions are an exception. I am a professional in this field, you are not. By ignoring my recommendations, you are not only deliberately seeking conflict with the capital, but disregarding common sense as well. I urge you to reconsider. I'm simply suggesting that you give your companions time to find their feet in the council and to grasp the principles of being a diplomat. Also, if they weren't on the council, your decisions could be mistaken for the decrees of a tyrant. And that is definitely not the public image you need.
Ah, now I understand the role that I've been given, Lady Economy. I'm supposed to stand in a pretty doublet and keep my mouth shut. I can promise you the former, but not the latter. Lady Economy's voice hardens.
I cannot challenge your decision. However, I have no choice but to inform the capital that you have disregarded my recommendations. Actions like these are precisely what gave Nerosian cause for concern, Commander. I hope you will revise this defiant stance in future.
Weird is, I think this is just, like, pre-thingy dialogue if you don't choose her option. But like that, we're literally bribing the officials, so we're kind of going with our thing. I just don't think the game recognizes it, basically.
The clinking of coin is the sound of a deep and mutually beneficial friendship. Let's see what our new pals can do for us.
And with that, we can bring this meeting of the Diplomatic Council to a close. It is unfortunate that things were so tense. But I'm sure we'll soon have many more opportunities to resolve any misunderstandings between us.
A really hard choice, man. That was a really hard choice, my dude.
You see a Khalid, around 50 years old, dressed in a doublet that looks older than its owner. Once, it may have been expensive, but now it is worn and patched. A scabbardless sword hangs on his belt, covered in such a thick layer of rust that it looks more like a club. His flushed, swollen face, spongy nose, and the dark circles beneath his eyes suggest that he is a heavy drinker. When he opens his mouth to speak, your suspicion is confirmed by the stench of stale alcohol on his breath.
Yeah, she did seem a bit whiny there, but yeah. Those material points are worth a lot. I'm not sure what the financed material point rate is at the moment. I probably need to get more material points per week to get more use out of that, but like they cost a shit ton of money, so yeah. I'm like really down on them and I can't seem to get more of them, so like many weeks have went by and I've only gained like put it this way, right? Many weeks have went by, and I've gained like what must be the equivalent of like 30,000 finance points, but I've gained like 100 material points. So I mean, like that is some serious benefit to get some more material points. Yeah, that mercenary costing is quite a lot off, honestly, because like the mercs can cost like 5,000. So that's like 500 points back on, you know what I mean? That's like quite a lot. Especially if you even then buy more than just the Hell Knights, but I always just keep buying the Hell Knights, so.
So you're the commander, huh? It's a cozy little place you've got yourself here. All these walls, polished furniture, solid. Commendable. Why, I think I'll give you a medal for this.
A medal, you're too kind.
Don't mention it. I'm a generous soul. But I'm also fair. I dish out medals, and I punish as I please. Who am I? Not just your average citizen.
Oh, is that so? Just kind of leaning back in my chair and like taking a nice like kind of drink of, let's just say, some kind of illustrious ale when I'm like enjoying this guy's entertainment.
The man groans as he straightens up, affecting a proud, noble bearing insofar as his decrepitude allows. You will be pleased to know that I am Faberdine Quintissimus Hierophantal, rightful heir to the throne of Is and all Sarkaris.
Nice one, dude.
How would you know? Have you been to Is? Have you seen it with your own eyes? You haven't. And if you haven't, maybe there was one. My pops used to tell me about the throne in the palace. It was gold all over, and it was encrusted with all manner of crusty things, like diamonds and fire ants, rubies and pubes. Couldn't take your eyes off of it, that's what kind of a throne it was. And it's all mine, mine by right.
Diamonds. Poor bastard, this poor guy.
We are simple people, we don't need much. I mean, no, that's not what I meant. We aren't simple people, not simple at all. And we need a great deal, a king's palace, a throne, lands. But all that can wait until you take back Is and make all the demons leave. As for now, I wouldn't mind having a king's residence here in Drizzen. A place to sleep, and some hot food, that'd be a start. Of course. We aren't just some swindlers, we have all the evidence. Here, look. He takes the rusty sword from his belt, and shows you the hilt, which features a nearly worn-off golden crest. The grinning animal it depicts most closely resembles a shabby possum. Here. The royal Smilodon is the ancient symbol of the rulers of Sarkaris. I've also got a wart on my chest. In the shape of a crown. Of course I'm the heir to the throne.
This guy, dude. Oh, you're a funny guy.
And for those who don't believe me, well, they can get lost, that's what I say. Let them go to Pulyura's Fall, where all the kings of Sarkaris are buried. There, my entire family tree has been written in stone. Go, and read for yourselves.
Damn, I wonder what the tricks or path would have been. I'd have probably picked that for the laugh of it. And what's in Pelorus Fall, hmm?
Are you deaf or what? You should drink a pine needle infusion, it'll do wonders for your ears, and your eyes, too. I'm telling you, all the dead Sarkarian kings are in the ground there. In mausoleums, tomb burials, and those, whatchamacallits, obelisks, that's right. And it's all written there, about my ancestors, and about me too. Just go look, and everything will make sense. By every law of the land, I'm king.
I see. Soldiers, get this drunk out of here. Be gone, fool. Funny stuff, dude. Funny stuff. Thank you for the entertainment, though, buddy. Oh, yeah, as the kind of is getting dragged out, and I'll kind of wave my hand gently. I do the kind of forward wave. Okay, let's get back to managing our kingdom. Yeah, I could never do the Queen Galfrey fucking parade option. I mean, I just don't dislike Queen Galfrey, but honestly, just the way that little, like, I don't know. Well, the Kitsune was okay, but like I think I've been really disappointed Darren and everyone else by doing that. So the bribe is fair enough. That's more like us kind of doing shady trade so we can get what we want and they can get what they want. More self-respect than that. So it's only beginning like, I don't know, 3 material points for that, whereas we'd be losing like 72 finance points. Let me just check something, right? Each material point is 25 gold. Okay, that's not so bad. And each finance point is 5 gold, so it's a 5 times more value, so 3 points times 5 is 15, so we're kind of losing out on that trade. If we had a higher material point per whatever, that'd be better, but then again, I think it's worth it because, like, you know, it's the best option we could have taken there, honestly, that wasn't, like, bowing down to the queen. Where is my morale, by the way? Here it is. Crusader morale affects recruitment growth. Alright, so actually I probably should have gotten morale. Morale increases resource growth, which is actually really good. Actually, if we'd gotten that like 20 morale, or we would have got 10 actually, we would have got both 10% material point growth and 10% finance point growth. And more trainable units we would have got. Right, so we need to check our morale in future. We need to see if we can get above 20, or 20 is the maximum. We've got 20 at the moment, but I'll do some morale shit next time, and if it doesn't go above 20, we know that's our maximum. I've actually got 1,000 of these now, that's pretty good. I eventually seem to have finally got more. Okay. Yeah, we've already done this. Also, I'm pretty sure I didn't do the study of the Sword of Valor shit, but fuck it. Right, but stats need to get going. Glory to the heroes. Sure, let's try that. There we go, more morale. So let's praise our soldiers here. Let them remind them why they're fighting, basically. Right, great. That's everything done right now. Let's go back to Oregon. Right now I'm going to go to town, do quests that are in town. Hopefully I can level up so we can fight those trees better. And then I am going to buy a bunch of shit. I'm going to sell a bunch of shit, rather, to get some money as well. So that's maximum, right? Okay. Let me just make sure. Also end the video on YouTube here since I start up a new one.